All right, well, good morning and thank you all for joining me for yoga this morning. Starting in the semi-supine position, feeling the weight of your head resting either on the floor or on the head support, letting your shoulder blades be nice and broad and sliding down towards your waist. Spine is long and comfortable and in its natural alignment, curves. And your knees are bent with your feet on the floor. Have your hands resting onto your belly, heels of the hands over the floating ribs, fingers towards the center, and then let the elbows and shoulders relax. Just take some long, slow breaths. Starting to feel the breath and the movement under your hands. Sending the breath down into the low lobes of the lungs. Allowing the breath to expand at the front, sides and back of this low lobular area on your inhale. And releasing, relaxing on the exhale. After your next exhale, slide the hands to rest over the mid-lobes with the heels of the hand on the side of the rib cage, fingers resting underneath the breasts. Remember to relax your shoulders and hands as much as you can. And then become aware of the breath and focus your attention on sending the breath into the mid-lobes. And after your next exhale, moving the hands to the high lobes on the upper chest. Bringing the breath into the high lobes, feeling a slight rise and fall. And then after your next exhale, take your left hand onto the mid-lobes to move into a flowing full yoga breath. When you're ready to inhale through the nostrils, take the breath down into the low lobes first. And then into the mid lobes for the expansion of the rib cage, and high lobes as the upper chest rises. When you're ready to exhale, low lobes, belly sinks, mid lobes, the rib cage relaxes, and high lobes, upper chest also sinks. So let's keep that going, slow, flowing, full yoga breath. And after your next exhale, just let your arms come up and over behind. Stretch out your legs, have a big yawn and a stretch. And then removing the bolster if you have one. And the legs stay lengthened out. We're going to do the Kaya Kriya. So heels are about shoulder distance apart, arms are a little away from the body with the palms down. Exhale. And inhale to the low lobes, feet and legs rolling in. Mid lobes, hands and arms rolling away. High lobes, head to the right. Exhaling, feet and legs roll out. Hands and arms towards the body. High lobes, head to the left. So let's keep it flowing with the breath and the movements related to each of the lobular sections of the lungs as you either inhale or exhale. Then after your next exhale, return to the center, turning the palms up. A couple of breaths here. And then bending the knees, bringing yourself back into semi-supine position. Inhale, exhale, bring the right thigh over the body, stretch the left away, extending through the heel. On your inhale, compress that thigh in. And when you're ready to exhale, change. So let's do this, once we finish this left side, twice more on each side. If you'd like to, when you extend the leg away, you can have it slightly lifted off of the floor. And then once you finish both sides, both knees come over the body. And we make our little circles with the knees as we massage along the spine. Back the other way. And then to the middle, a good hug. Inhale. On the exhale, engage the pelvic floor, chin to the chest, forehead to the knees, snuggle up. And then on the inhale, release the head down. Put your hand, hold on behind your thighs, bring your knees over your hips, little extension through the heels as we inhale. On the exhale, stretch your right leg up into the air, extending through that heel. Inhale, bend, and exhale, stretch your left leg up into the air. Inhale, bend. So each exhale is stretching one of the legs up. Extending through the heel, stretching the back of the leg. So make sure as you stretch your leg up that you can actually feel a stretch in the back of your leg. And once your left foot comes down, hands on top of the knees, let's start to make some big circles with the knees, pushing them away first, widening, and then back towards the body. And back the other way. Coming back into the body, widen the knees, slide your hands down your inner lower legs and hold on to the ball of the foot. And lift those feet up towards the ceiling, having the thighs along the rib cage and your knees pointed out towards your armpits or a little wider into happy baby pose. So you can either have your hands like this or you can wrap them around the outside of your feet. Just adds a bit of a change to the stretch. And then draw the feet as if they're moving back behind you to get a really good stretch into the belly of the hamstring. Have a little rock from side to side. And then coming back to the middle, letting the feet come down to the bottom and then relaxing them to the floor. Sliding your legs away and taking your arms up above your body like you're doing a freestyle streamline position. So one palm or the back of one hand on top of the palm of the other. And we are going to make a crescent moon shape with our bodies to stretch the sides. So we'll walk our feet firstly towards the left. Just keep on walking them towards the left as far as you can. So one foot and then the next. And once you get there, stay there. And then just kind of shuffle your shoulders across towards the left also. So you want to have your hips and your shoulders both on the floor, and then extend through the right heel and stretch up through the fingers, getting a big long stretch along the right hand side of the body. Really try and breathe into the right hand side. And then release, come back towards the center. Once you get to the centre, relax there for a moment, just feel the difference between each side. And then we're going to take our legs towards the right. Once you get them as far around as you can, start to shuffle your shoulders towards the right a bit and then point the arms around towards the right. Then extending through the heels, stretching through the fingers. Feeling the stretch along the left side and breathing into that stretch. And then release, coming back to the center, letting your hands come a little apart and also your legs, so you're like a long X shape on the floor. And then inhale and stretch from the left heel through to the right fingertips. Exhale and relax. Inhale, stretch from the left heel to the right fingertips. And relax. And then inhale, stretching from both heels to all of the fingers, the whole way along the body. And then exhale and let your arms come back down by the sides. Bend your knees, arms out to the side at 90 degrees with the palms up. Let's start to rock the legs from side to side, letting your head move in the opposite direction. And then continue and roll your legs onto one side, bring yourself onto that side and come up to seated. Okay, so you can sit onto a cushion if you'd like to, or just onto your mat, making sure that your sit bones are onto the floor. And we're going to bend the right knee and step the right foot over the left leg. Take your left arm out to the side, inhale, and as you exhale, wrap your left arm around your right leg. So get your elbow right around that knee if you can, and then inhale and sit yourself up so your foot will probably lift up off of the floor. You're drawing the leg in towards the body and you should get a stretch in the right side of your buttocks. So sitting up nice and tall as we do this. And then you might like to take your right hand just around behind you. Inhale and really lengthen up through the spine. And as you exhale, rotate your body around or twist around towards the right. So you're getting a stretch into the buttocks and a twist along the spine. And then release to the center and step that foot over. Slide it away, change sides. Left foot coming over the top, right arm out to the side, big inhale. As you exhale, wrap it around. And then inhale, sitting yourself up, nice and tall. Feel the stretch in the left side of the buttocks. And then we'll add a twist, so an inhale and lengthen, taking the hand around behind. And then as you exhale, gently rotate yourself towards the left, listening to the body. And then release, slowly rotating back to the center, let go of the leg and lengthen it out. All right, so now extending gently through your heels, making sure that you're sitting onto your sit bones and that your spine can be nice and long. So you don't want your round out through this lower part of your spine. You want to be sitting up nice and tall and feel like you're hinging from your hip joints as you do this. And if you find that that's a bit difficult, then just sit yourself up onto a little cushion. The other thing you can also do if you want to is have something just under your knees to just lift them up a little bit. So extend through your heels, and we're going to inhale and bring the arms up in line with the ears. Exhale, relaxing your shoulders. Inhale, feel like you're lengthening up through your spine, and then exhale, hinge forward from your hips. Hold it here. And then we're going to inhale and bring ourselves back up. And exhale, hinge forward, lengthening through the spine, hinging from the hips, and now take your hands onto your legs. Now it depends how flexible you are. Some people can hold onto their feet, other people cannot, and that's all perfectly fine as long as you're just trying to challenge yourself. So we should be feeling a bit of a stretch in the back of the legs so far. Extend through your heels and then let your chin drop towards your chest, and the stretch will happen for you, I would imagine. And probably come all the way around the body, all the way around the back of the body. Really relaxing into it. And then inhale, stacking the spine back up. Okay. So let's come over onto the, just onto the knees really now. And if you want to, you can have a bolster or something to put your hand onto nearby, just in case. And then we're going to take our right leg out to the side. So your foot will be flat onto the floor, and you have to kind of figure out which way it's going to point as we go. But you really just want your foot in line with your knee. Okay. So inhale and bring your arms up in line with the shoulders. And then exhale, reach over towards the left. And then inhale, come up. And put your hand onto your right thigh, turn the left palm up, and then as you exhale, slide your hand down your leg. Feel a stretch in the side. So we're going to inhale and bring the arms up to parallel. Exhale, stretch out to the left. Inhale, tilt, come up and then tilt your arms. And then exhale, slide down. Once more like that, inhale the arms up, exhale, reach towards the left, inhale, come up and tilt the arms, exhale, slide down. So you can either stay here like this, or if you want to, you can turn your palm towards the right, bring the arm up, and then maybe even stretch it over towards the right as well. And breathe. So let's inhale and come up, let the arms come out to the side. As we exhale, we're going to reach over to the left and then place the hand down. Now you can bring your right arm up with the palm facing forward, and then inhale and raise your right leg. Hold it here for a balance. Or if that doesn't work for you, you can do little raises. Okay, placing the heel down there. Try to point your toes towards the front. Have the palm of your left hand down if you can, and then bring your right arm over near your ear and have a big long stretch along the side again. Inhale the arm up, and on the exhale, bring yourself up to tall and let your knee come down. Excellent, and then we might just shuffle along to the other end of the mat and take your left leg out. So to just decide what angle your foot needs to be on. And then we're going to inhale the arms up to parallel. Exhale, reach out to the right this time. Inhale, come up with the body and tilt the arms. And then exhale, slide your hand down your leg. Inhale the arms to parallel. Exhale, reach to the right. Inhale, body up, arms diagonal. And exhale, slide down the left leg. Once more, inhale the arms up. Exhale out to the right. Inhale, body up, arms diagonal. Turning the right palm up. Exhale, slide down the leg. Decide if you're happy to stay here. Bring the arm up, palm up towards the ceiling or fingers towards the ceiling, and then maybe circle it around towards the left. Inhale, come up, arms parallel. Exhale, reach across to the right, taking your right hand down, bringing the left palm up facing forward, and then when you're ready to inhale, raise your left leg. Place the foot down, toes pointing towards the front, and then bring your arm over near your ear, pointing out through the fingers, big stretch. And then inhale the arm up, bring yourself up, and the knee down. Excellent. Tuck the toes under, sit back onto the heels. And then let your fingers come down, lifting up your knees and either hinging yourself up to standing or using your thighs to stand yourself straight up. All right, so taking your feet a comfortable distance apart and do some body wrapping. So just letting the arms swing around the body. Let them sort of come up a bit higher, and what we're going to do is as we go out to the side, we're going to breathe out through the mouth. So inhale as you swing through and exhale as your arms kind of swing around to the edge. And then just start to slow it down, let the arms starting to come down towards the hips. They're slowing down, the movements are becoming smaller. Step your feet back underneath your hip joints. Okay. So the arms are out in front with the palms towards each other, letting your chin come towards your chest. And on an inhale, we're going to open the arms up and letting the chin lift, looking up, feeling the lungs, and then exhale, letting the chin come towards the chest as the palms move back towards each other. Inhale, opening. And exhale, bring it back together. Bring your hands to your heart center and lifting up the head. Okay, so we're going to cross our arms now and have them on the hands on the shoulders. So as we do this, we're going to just swap on the return so that the other arm's out in front. So let's inhale, lift the elbows, and then let your arms reach out and up so your body's like a Y position. And then exhale as they come back down. So you're going to try and figure which one goes on front this time. Bring the elbows down, hands onto the chest, and your arms are crossed. Inhale, raise the elbows, start to open the hands and arms. Feeling where that's filling the lungs, and then exhale. So back to your start position with the other arm on at the front. So we'll do it twice more. Inhale, lift up and stretch open. Exhale, coming back. Once more, inhale, opening up. And then exhale, cross them. Just let your hands relax down. Taking your hands now and interlacing them behind your body. And roll your shoulders back as you inhale and press your knuckles down, lifting up the arms. And exhale, relax, let the hands come towards the bottom. Interlace your fingers the other way, and inhale, raising the arms up, rolling them back as well. And then exhale, releasing and relaxing. Hands onto the shoulders, elbows come towards each other as we start our big circles with the breath. As they come up, we inhale, down and around, they exhale. Well, we exhale. When the elbows come together, go the other way. Once they come together again, unfurl the arms. And then walk up to the top of your mat. So time for a salute to the sun. Feeling the feet underneath the hip joints, and let's just close our eyes and settle into this space for a moment after that lovely breathing. Feeling yourself grounded. Feel the feet plugged in like Australian PowerPoints. Evenly balanced. And then turning the palms out, and we'll inhale a big circle with the arms up above the shoulders. And then exhale, sunburst breath, opening the arms, breathing out through the mouth, thighs come forward. Inhale, bring them up. Bend your knees and exhale, swan dive. So the arms come in a big circle and we come all the way down to a forward fold. Bending the knees enough so the belly's on the thighs. Hands onto the shins. Inhale, straighten your legs, straighten your spine, particularly through the middle of the shoulder blade area there. And then exhale, slide down. Fingers out by the sides of the feet, big step back with the right, letting the knee come down. We inhale up onto our fingers and exhale, lunge the hips forward. Taking your left hand inside of the left foot, placing both palms down, inhale. On the exhale, bend the elbows, move a bit more deeply into that stretch. If you're very flexible, you might be able to take your elbows onto the floor. I could probably hear laughter in the background if you weren't all muted. And then inhale, let's come up. Take your left hand to the outside of the foot, lift your right knee and step back into your plank. So you want a nice strong plank, whether you're on your toes or your knees, drawing in through the core, tucking your tailbone slightly in towards the legs, broad shoulder blades, pressing the heels away if you're up onto them. And then we inhale and exhale, take the body down to the mat. Open out the ankles. Inhale, little cobra, raise the head, slide the chin, back muscles engaged to bring yourself up. And then exhale, lower down, tucking the chin in. Inhale up onto all fours. Exhale, back into your child's pose. Inhale to all fours, getting ready for downward dog. Hands turn out a little, tucking the toes. Lift your knees, belly onto your thighs, long spine, broad shoulders. Inhale up onto the toes, straighten the legs. And exhale, heels come towards the mat. Okay. And so walk the dog. And then come back to an even dog, legs even, lengthening out through the tailbone. And start to walk your feet towards your hands. Walk them as much as you can. You can come up onto your fingertips if you need to. And then you come to a forward fold. So just get there how you need to. You can have your elbows onto your knees. And then relax the hands down, forward fold. Big circle as we inhale and come up to standing. Palms together, hands to the heart. Then letting your hands come down, palms turning out. Inhale, bring the arms up above the shoulders. Exhale, sunburst breath. Inhale it up. Bend the knees, exhale, swan dive. Wide arms, folding down. Hands onto the shins, inhale, halfway. Exhale, slide down, forward fold. Fingers out by the feet. Big step back with your left foot, left knee comes down. Inhale up onto your fingers, lengthen your spine. Exhale, lunge the hips. Taking your right palm inside of the right foot, both palms down, inhale. And then exhale, bend the elbows, come more deeply into your stretch. Noticing if one side's different to the other. And then inhale, pressing up, Take your right hand outside, lift the left knee, plank. And then on an exhale, lower the body to the mat. Inhale into the cobra if you want to, a little more of a push into the hands to bring yourself into a bigger arch. Couple of breaths. And then exhale, release down. Inhale, press up onto all fours. Exhale, back into child's pose. Inhale onto all fours, adjusting so you're ready for downward dog. Tuck the toes, lift the knees, belly onto the thighs. Inhale, stretch those legs and tailbone. Then exhale, heels to the floor. And now let's walk our feet towards our hands and bend your knees as much as you need to make that work. Hands onto the shins. Inhale to halfway. Exhale, slide down. And then inhale, a big circle as we come up to standing, palms together to the heart center. Closing your eyes and taking 3 long, slow breaths. Once you're done relaxing your hands down, and then feet underneath the hip joints. Take your weight over to your left foot without sticking your hip out, and then raise your right knee. So it might be that your toes need to be on the floor, or that you raise your leg up. And so it's at 90 degrees and we're just going to breathe. If it's too easy, close your eyes. If you need to, you can use your arms and put them out for more balance. All right, let's take that foot down. Just regain the foot posture. And then take your weight across to the right foot and lifting the left knee. And there go the dogs again. It's different dogs today. Balancing. And then placing the foot down. So let's give everything a shake. And we shall move ourselves into the inverted posture. So you can either have your legs up the wall, you can invert yourself over a bolster, or have your legs onto your lounge or a chair. So whichever inverted posture is best for you. And Settle into that, really letting the weight of the legs rest into the hip joints. Awareness with your breath. And we can practice the 1 to 10 breath. So inhaling on odd numbers, exhaling on even. So staying in your inverted posture for as long as you choose. And then please make sure that you finish off with some relaxation. I'm going to leave you with that today. Lovely to have you all here and practice yoga together. And I'll see you all on Wednesday. Have a lovely weekend. Thank you.